An FDA committee has narrowly recommended Merck's COVID-19 antiviral pill for approval. A vote of 13 to 10 backed the treatment for use in high-risk adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 symptoms. In an FDA hearing before the vote, experts debated the drug's benefits and risks, especially for pregnant women. The FDA will make a final decision on the drug by the end of the year. And when it comes to the new Omicron variant of the coronavirus, health experts are continuing to push their message: get vaccinated. So far, Omicron has been found in at least 19 other countries and territories, most recently Japan and Brazil. Dozens of countries are imposing some kind of restrictions on travelers from southern Africa. Nick Watt has the very latest on the Omicron variant and how vaccines are working against it.
The question is when, not if, the Omicron variant reaches the United States. Could already be here. Among the first to study Omicron, this guy.
It looks like a problem, but we don't know to what extent it's going to be a problem. I wouldn't at this point say that this is hugely different from stuff we've seen before.
I think we'll get some information on transmissibility and severity in the coming days, maybe a week or two. I do think it will take some time for us to get a better understanding of the impact on vaccines. Our estimate is between 2 and 4 weeks.
Here's what we already know about Omicron's mutations.
These mutations have been associated with increased transmissibility and immune evasion.
So, will vaccines work as well as they did against the Delta variant? There is no world, I think, where the effectiveness is the same level, Moderna's CEO told the Financial Times. If Omicron does indeed diminish protection from vaccines,
boosters should reduce dramatically the gap.
This variant was first detected in southern Africa, now dominant down there.
What we are presenting to primary healthcare practitioners are extremely mild cases, so mild to moderate.
Still, Dr. Fauci cautioning against such anecdotal accounts.
Most of those are among younger individuals. We believe that it is too soon to tell of what the level of severity is.
And remember, this will likely not be the last coronavirus variant.
Omicron is like a wake-up call, as though we needed another wake-up call to vaccinate the world. One of the best ways to keep Americans safe is actually to vaccinate the world.
Because the more the virus spreads, the more it mutates. And here in the U.S., authorities are upping their surveillance at 4 of the busiest international airports: JFK, Newark, Atlanta, and San Francisco. And also, they are now analyzing 1 in 7 of all positive tests, looking for variants. Nick Watt, CNN, Los Angeles.
Meantime, the CDC is expanding surveillance at 4 U.S. airports to keep an eye out for the Omicron variant in travelers. There will be testing services at international airport terminals in San Francisco, Atlanta, JFK, and Newark, and those airports are among the busiest in the country. Last week, the Biden administration imposed new restrictions on travel from 8 countries in southern Africa. And the president is also considering requiring everyone entering the country to be tested for COVID the day before their flight and tested once again after landing in the U.S. And as we've told you before, many doctors say getting a booster shot is one of the best ways to help fight against this new variant. And health leaders in the Bay Area say there's enough vaccine for boosters across the state. Now, even if there's a drop in effectiveness against the Omicron variant, health leaders do say it's still part of a multi-layered approach to reducing infections. In Santa Clara County, the health department is using genome sequencing on 25 to 40% of positive COVID tests to see if the Omicron variant is present there.
I actually think that we are in a far better place facing this new unknown than at any other time in the pandemic. Even if the vaccine is not as effective, we will still get protection.
Pharmacists recommend making an appointment for a booster. You can do that with your healthcare provider, pharmacy, or on the state's MyTurn website. A labor group says Amazon massively underreported COVID-19 cases contracted at work. That group is now urging the Occupational Health and Safety Administration, OSHA, to investigate. And they say Amazon had at least 20,000 employees test positive for COVID-19. That was last year, but reported that only 27 of those cases were contracted while the employees were at work. Amazon did not challenge the number of cases cited by the group, but they did call its report an intentionally misleading effort to paint a false picture of the statistics it filed with OSHA.